Since 1995, Oxfam has been working in Liberia in various contexts from emergency to long-term development. Oxfam have worked with local partners and thousands of Liberians to meet their basic needs in times of hardship and to build an equal future where they can thrive. Today, more than 25 years later, time has come for Oxfam to leave Liberia and to celebrate its legacy.
Wherever Oxfam works in the world, Oxfam always adapts and follows and aligns with the local context. That includes needs of the people, that includes situation in the country regarding political as well as civil society as well as cultural things. So in Liberian context, Oxfam has focused both aspects of the needs of the people as well as how that needs, especially the causes of the poverty, can be resolved in a long-term way.
Like before the place was flowed, there's no water control, but when Oxfam came, they built bridges, they built Kadam, they build a whole lot of waterways. When they empower you and you begin to work and get benefit from the work, then you got a lot of food. I feel proud that people depending on for me to give them. I feel good, you know. I don't say self-sufficient yet. You must continue to give me power because I come into it.
During the Civil War, Oxfam were on the ground to provide people with essentials, food and water to save their lives. When the Ebola and COVID-19 pandemics broke out, Oxfam were always on the front lines providing hygiene kits, facilities, and information for women and girls to remain safe.
Send Oxfam provided bathroom for all. I think you get more help. You are watching somebody so wrong, nothing like that. Or you cannot go on a beach shaking to go and latrine all on a place there. The flab is all still coming down.
The town was not in West Point. We were facing a lot of problems. We usually used to go on the beach to go and defecate. And sometimes if we don't go on the beach, that would send us behind our huts. But St. Oxfam came into West Point and have been a blessing to us. And then we have one of the projects in our yard.
Most of the petty traders in Liberia are women, and most of the women, because of the lockdown, because of the state of emergency, their business had to stop immediately, and they had to survive on the principal and the profit. So what happens is that when we actually transfer the cash to them, the intent was never for them to do business. The intent was for them to actually buy food for them and their family. But you would think that $162 is not a money, but for some of these women, that was a very, very huge financial relief on them. They were able to buy food items and non-food items. And they were also able to invest into the existing businesses they had that was already filled.
When you came in, they help your date. Offering. They help that money you gave me. That the money got life and my children, grandchildren, we living here so.
It helped me to pay my rent. It helped me to stand back on my feet because everything was gone. All the money I was making business with before, I finished eating all. It helped me to stand my business back as you see.
In times of peace, Oxfam ensured that women and girls can also rebuild their livelihood by going to school and knowing their rights. Oxfam supported access to education for all, a key to build an equal future.
Over the years, we have been able to do a lot with Oxfam. Oxfam has been able to help us reach out to more beneficiaries of our work, especially when it comes to women empowerment. Oxfam was able to help us through the FLOW program, the FLOW project. We reached out to the Southeast. We established safe homes. We have safe home in Grange there and Sino that are running now, providing safe shelter for women and girls, you know, in those places. And besides that, they have been able to work with us lengthily, building our capacities, being able to work with professionalism, being able to, you know, to make more impact in the life of beneficiaries.
Oxfam, by the time again, supported fully and played a key leadership role in the Education NGO Forum. So this NGO Forum contributed and supported the Ministry of Education in Liberia to work on the Teachers' Code of Conduct so that young girls' rights will be also respected by teachers as well.
Violence against women is unacceptably high in Liberia. Sexual violence makes up 79% of reported gender-based violence cases, with girls under 18 being the most vulnerable.
So the Enough project, which my institution has been implementing, is a global campaign that seeks to help work with CSO, women groups and men groups at the community level to help address the issue of sexual gender-based violence within the country.
My name is Sandra Flomo. I joined Owash 2016. I was in the community doing nothing, as a disabled person, people look down you based on your disability. When Owash came to the community, they started recruiting people. That's how I joined Owash. They treat us. When they treat us, then they tell us to go in the community to do awareness. We used to do awareness on GBV cases. Owash care, they treat us, they get off phone. To be reporting GBV cases on rape cases, they get our phone, they get all Mika phone too. That will mobilize in the community. They get all t-shirts, they get all jackets, they get all striker. We used to use the striker when we go out, when cases there, we report it on the phone. The message we were carrying out would tell the people that rape issue is not issue to compromise.
For me, I was one of the person that I don't know how to talk to my husband. And I need to beat on my children. But since Payowi came, they educated us that we should do good things, we should say good to our children, we should talk to our husband nicely, and we shouldn't maltreat our children, we shouldn't beat on them. So from that time, I have changed.
We have been providing capacity building support to women in Grenjide, providing advocacy for women on behalf of women in Grenjide. And we have land ministry and agencies that are responsible to support and protect the rights of women in the county. And we are also working with those land ministry and agency and structures in the community that are responsible to provide support to women in the community in protecting their right.
Those men groups and community that we work with, they are still in the community working and giving us feedback on a daily basis. Currently, from our men training that was conducted in engagement, a man was able to come in from one of the project community I have a rape case here, so that's a plus for us to see men coming out and speaking about those issues and creating awareness in their own spaces.
Let's stop rape and let's stop sexual and gender-based violence.
With the help of Oxfam, we have been able to achieve a couple of these things, ranging from general awareness to SGBV to awareness on gender-sensitive laws, because we also noticed that a lot of times these people are not aware of the laws that should protect them. And because the laws were also, the laws in their original form, they will not be able to understand it. So we simplified 3 key laws that we have been getting more and more complaints about. So those are the rape, domestic violence, and the inheritance laws. Because we see a lot of the complaints that come in, they revolve around these 3 laws. People being raped, domestically violated, and they don't even know what it is. Inheritance, the issue of people cohabitating, and then at the end of the day, people have invested and then they don't get the returns. It becomes a problem and somebody feels offended, it turns chaotic, and somebody lands in jail.
While violence against women is high, levels of women in leadership remain very low. Women occupy less than 10% of the seats in the legislature, 21% in the cabinet, and 6% of local government positions. In the judiciary, women total just 12.5% of circuit court judges.
They carry us, they train us, went all around telling people to vote their friend, woman. The reason when women in power, they know how to discuss about woman issue. Woman knows their friend issue to discuss about a lot of women are supposed to be at the back, we need to be at the front. They tell all that thing there.
It was at the eve of 2017 elections when we first had this project. And one of the key things we did was to train 16 women or more than that to participate in the elections. Skills such as communication, fundraising, networking, knowing your political district, and how to engage your communities were topics that we explored.
From the message here, the training they gave us, I was able to be respected in my community. People who used to look down on me, they started respecting me.
Our key achievement focused on under the transformative leadership component, where we were able to support a female traditional leader to transition from just being a community member to becoming a paramount chief for her district.
As Oxfam leave Liberia, Oxfam are confident that their legacies will continue to change lives of thousands of Liberians for the years to come.
Also, Oxfam has developed its local partners capacity, like Foundation for Community Initiative and other local partners, so that they can continue their own work when Oxfam will not be here. We believe with that right amount of knowledge that Oxfam transferred, institutional capacity, as well as different policy and framework, this organization will be able to continue their work, as well as they will grow more through their established network, as well as in upcoming network within Liberia and outside Liberia.
Oxfam has built our capacity, and we are going to live on with that legacy. And one of those things that we are taking with us is the principle of transformative leadership. That's one core principle that Oxfam work on mutual respect, and those are key things that we are taking with us in our work. As we work in communities, we go there with that principle, ensuring that the poorest of the poor benefit from whatsoever initiatives that we are going to be doing. It's actually a bittersweet moment for us. We are going to miss Oxfam so much. The staff, so amazing. We have been able to learn a whole lot from them. We'll be sharing our newsletters with them, telling them that their legacy lives on.